These behaviors, ladies, will tell you and show you that you are a bad wife so that you can overcome them and change and be a good wife for yourself, to feel good about who you are and have your husband get the benefit. And good men are not these things. So part of what I'm going to do is show, here's what a good man is. And if you're saying, well, my husband does these things, it's in response to how you are showing up. If you change these behaviors and you're married to a good man, the characteristics and traits I will point out of a good man, that's who's waiting for you when you change these things. You have to go first. So we're just going to go through these in a simple way. The first behavior that tells you that you are a bad wife, you are controlling. As women, we know we are controlling. Don't deny that. We know we're controlling on a spectrum. Some women are very, very controlling. Some women are lower on the spectrum of controlling, but we all know we're controlling. It means we have to micromanage every aspect of our lives, including our marriage, including our relationship with our husbands. We need to have things go our way. Nothing can vary from the plan. Otherwise, we melt down, either overtly or covertly, that things are not going our way. And our husband gets the brunt of that controlling behavior. We micromanage our husbands to keep things in order and not have anything go a different way. Good men are not controlling. Good men by nature are easygoing and flexible. The women thinking my husband is controlling and you're married to a good man, it is a reflection and a mirror back of how you are showing up. If you let go of being controlling and change that behavior in yourself, you will have a good man right there waiting for you who is easygoing and flexible. The second behavior to tell you you are a bad wife, you need to be right. As women, we know we have the need to be right. We can't bear to be wrong, because for us as women, the worst experience we can have of ourselves is being wrong. I was just sharing this with a gentleman yesterday in a course consultation, that it's vulnerable and exposing for a man to see that he is weak. The equivalent of that for us as women is being wrong. It is very vulnerable and exposing to us as women to be wrong. It's the worst experience we can have of ourselves, because as women, we don't make being wrong just making a mistake and accepting our humanness or seeing where we are not correct. Being wrong for us as women is being fundamentally flawed, that there is something fundamentally wrong with us. That's how we interpret being wrong. So we can't allow ourselves to be wrong, and we will fight to extremes to be right and not have anything exposed that we are wrong in any way. Good men don't have a need to be right. Good men are willing to admit their mistakes and admit when they are wrong. Again, ladies, that's who's waiting for you. When you let go of your need to be right and you can admit when you have made a mistake and admit when you are not right and incorrect, who you have waiting for you is, as a good man, is a man that's willing to admit his mistakes and admit when he is wrong. Number 3 of how to know you are a bad wife, you wear the pants in the relationship. And that means as women, everything must be approved by us, and we have to give permission on anything that happens. That's why we see jokes all the time in sitcoms or commercials or movies of, oh, let me go ask my wife, and men dogging on each other because like, oh, really? You got to go ask permission of your wife? And we laugh because we know it's true. And you can probably Google or search on YouTube, my wife wears the pants, or I have to get permission from my wife, and you'll see a stream of videos from comedians joking about this experience. So we all know it's true. And if our approval is not given and we don't wear the pants, then all hell breaks loose. And again, that can be either overtly or covertly of what's happening in us. Good men don't need to wear the pants. Good men go along to get along. Like, whatever you say, dear, because they just want us to be happy. The 4th behavior to know you are a bad wife, you are a pain avoider. As women, we are pain avoiders. We do everything to avoid conflict and having difficult conversations to get to resolutions and the problems. We all know this. This can be confusing, especially I've seen comments from men. It can be confusing. What do you mean women are pain avoiders? They're so emotional. As women, we stay emotional to avoid the pain of looking at ourselves. Being a pain avoider as a woman is a protective mechanism to not have to take accountability and be exposed to the issues we contribute to. If we face conflict, then we will have to face ourselves and our part and role in the problems, and then be accountable to actually change those behaviors. Good men are not pain avoiders. Good men are problem solvers and want to seek solutions. Tell me what I need to do, and I will correct the problem. Good men become weakened and avoid conflict with their wife, not because they're pain avoiders, but because of the fear we instill in good men of how we respond and react to them in our woman ways. So ladies, when you start changing these behaviors, stop being a pain avoider, you will have a good man there waiting for you, wanting to solve the issues and have tough conversations and deal with the conflict. The fifth way to know you are a bad wife: you are moody, temperamental, and emotional. Again, either overtly or covertly. This one really speaks for itself. But as women, we live in emotional turmoil, and good men never know when the lid is going to pop off or what mood we are going to be in when we get home, and we keep our husbands walking on eggshells. And they don't know that we might be having a good time and having fun together, and all of a sudden the switch flips. I've had this happen with my husband. We're having a good time. I get triggered by something. I shut down. It was, what just happened? Where did you go? And that's what we do as women in our moodiness and emotional turmoil. Good men are not moody, temperamental, and emotional. Good men are consistent, stable, and pragmatic, meaning they're unemotional and can see things for what they really are. Doesn't mean they don't have emotions. They do. Good men tend to be quite sensitive and deeply feeling within themselves, but they don't go around wearing their emotions on their sleeves. They deal with life. This is who is waiting for you when you change these behaviors.